What's good? Free game all day. You know what it is, man. Like, subscribe my channel, man. Hit that like button, man. Hey, all the support, man. To my new subscribers. We about to hit 2,000 on the channel, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Hey, look. So my message is the shit that I put out there, the shit that I talk about. I talk about stuff with not only a lesson that's attached to it, but you know. Like, I use celebrity situations for an example because that's something that we all are looking at and we're observing and we kind of know. So everything that I speak on, like as far as like with like a celebrity, is basically in a way an example of whatever I'm talking about. So I'm gonna give you an example so you can have an understanding on what I mean. I'm just gonna go to two scenarios, right? Papoose and Reny, they split up. They said Reny fucking around with the nigga who was whoever the little dude who was battle rapping or some shit, like whoever he is, the dude. You know what I'm saying? Papoose a motherfucker who everybody know Papoose, man. Good nigga, man. He held her down, man. Like when she was locked up, he stayed with her. He didn't leave her. Like, you can't get no more solid than that situation with Papoose, right? But in that situation, what that tells you too, good guys finish last. You know what I'm saying? You a good guy, you holding on, trying to make your shit work. It can't get no more ultimate than what Papoose did. Papoose, like, for a nigga to do that, man, that's some real shit. But also, what it tells you, that situations change. People change. People evolve. And the shit that people you think that would literally honor and value, they don't give a fuck about that shit. You know what I'm saying? You hold a motherfucker down all them years, man, she in jail. Now, I'm gonna say he ain't go slide and give him some pussy. I'm pretty sure he did. I'm not gonna sit there and act like, oh, he just was sitting back in the house waiting on all that goddamn time. You know, it is what it is. And she probably knew that too. But, you know, it ain't nothing to talk about because it is what it is. But check this out, right? He held her down. So the shit, you know, it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's flip the script real quick. Jeezy and the old girl, his little woman he divorced, right? That situation now, he's sitting up there, and he's seen something. Reports have been saying that, you know, it is confirmed she does have an anger problem. So, you know, and she obviously talks down on men. You know what I'm saying? Because she feel like in her position that she can able to do that. You know, that she supposed to be a bad bitch, whatever. So you got Jeezy, who whatever happened in the situation, which, you know, the situation probably was rushed a little bit. He left. He left. He went on by his business. He said, "Fuck that shit. I ain't doing this shit." And he, you know, gave her 2 weeks notice. Oh shit! But the thing about it is that you got two different men, right? Two different scenarios that played out completely different. One that shows loyalty to the ultimate. You can't get no more realer than that. To Jesus saw some shit where he's like, "I'm not dealing with this shit." You know what I'm saying? There is no real outcome. All situations don't end the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's different. Every situation's different. But you just have to be very smart about the way you move. In Papoose case, what he had to lose, like, he lost time. Think about all that time he lost. He could have really moved on with his life and did whatever the fuck he was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? If that was some shit that was gonna eventually happen. You know what I mean? Like, Jeezy case, he like, fuck it. Whatever he's saying, whatever going on, think about the little shit, the little Mario Lopez dude, like, what the fuck is that about? You know what I'm saying? Like, some other shit, like, man, look, man, like, you ain't gotta waste your time like that. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just ain't got to. Like, you really can go ahead and, you know, make it happen if you really honestly feel like it's something that just ain't gonna work. You know know what I mean? Like, there's no real, like, true happy ending outcome for every situation. That's why, like, people sit back, man, and they worry about everybody else's red flags. But the main thing you need to be worried about is yours. Worry about your red flags. Worry about what you can do to improve yourself, to make yourself the best version of yourself, and to be able to identify things about a person that's not for you. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to identify those things, man, because if you don't, you can fuck around and waste a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? And you be sitting back, you know, think about a motherfucker be married for like 20 years, 30 years, you know, 25 years, 15. You know, like them motherfuckers, like they didn't get tired of each other. It's over with. But it's okay to start over too. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't about you going and searching for that special someone. It's just about you having more time to improve the shit about yourself. If you want a certain type of motherfucker, man, you got to be a certain type of motherfucker. Ain't no way you sit back and just think yourself you're just so good enough off of what you've accomplished in life or whatever, you know. But at the same time, there's a lot of growth that you have to really come about in life, you know. So you always need more room for improvement, and that's what people fail to realize, that it's all about improving yourself. If you don't improve yourself, how the fuck can you expect for yourself to be so good for somebody else? You can't turn 40 years old and 35 or 27 to think that, you know what, this is me, I'm not gonna change, I'm gonna be who I am, and is somebody gonna deal with it or not? Man, fuck that shit, man. I ain't got damn, like, fuck, you gotta do what I say or what? You know what I mean? It can't be like that. You gotta want to grow. So, you know, those are certain points that I try to explain. Maybe I'm not doing a good job of saying that because y'all see the shorts, and the shorts are like a little different. But my videos, I really do go into detail, and I really do explain certain things, you know. And as far as like, I'm gonna address this real quick because this is something that I want to address. People keep asking me some other shit like, oh, like, why you worried about somebody else's business? Man, let me tell you something, man. I ain't worried about nobody's business. That business out there for everybody to see. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't talking about it on this video, your motherfucker be talking behind the closed doors. You know what I'm saying? Be talking about it on the phone. They be doing all that shit. And I'm just using examples. Like, you know, it's an example, man. Shit. Everybody, ain't nobody perfect. Oh yeah, and far as the Steve Harvey shit, let me say this real quick. I remember, man, I know somebody, man, who everybody ever known, who ever found out they was getting cheated on. I promise you, man, ain't none of them never sat back and said, especially a man, oh man, my girl, she doing. If he didn't caught her red-handed, and sometimes some niggas can catch them red-handed, they would still sit back and not say nothing about that, because it's the embarrassment. You know what I'm saying? Man, my girl, man, fucking around. I guess she thinks she fucking around. You know, you can think that, but somebody knowing that for a fact, that's some embarrassing shit. And that man to put that woman on that pedestal, man, like, hey, man. You think that man want to tell everybody his goddamn, and it's the thing, he didn't know the shit. Like, that's how the shit's supposed to be. Like, he didn't know the shit. When he fired the publicist got upset and leaked everything. So she knew what was going on in the house. So he didn't know that. That's the thing. It ain't like, oh, he walked in the house, home one day and the shelf, a little bodyguard had in the book. No, man. This some shit he did not know about. So, now, I don't know about the shit. They said she filed for divorce. I heard that shit was really out there. I'm not really sure, but, you know, I don't think that shit true. But I'm saying how the shit supposed to be is that it was some shit he didn't know. Just think about somebody get there and tell you, hey man, your best friend, hey man, this nigga down the street, man, fucking your girl. And you like, who? Then you confronting all that shit. She say no, everybody say no, and don't nobody say yeah. You ain't gonna really think that this happened unless you see something or catch something so you didn't know. So, you know, that man didn't know that shit was going on like that. He had no clue. Who gonna tell him that it did? the publicist leaked that shit out. So that's now it can't. I ain't gonna sit back and say that it is true. What I'm saying is that I can see how that can really happen if it came out that way. Like he didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit just was out there. Like one day walk like what? She know me. Like how? Like he ain't got no evidence of, ain't seen shit. It sounded like a rumor. Then it's coming from the internet. But it came a day after that publicist got fired. That's how that shit is a little bit believable. Like it's like some shit he didn't know. He ain't supposed to know. You know what I'm saying? He ain't supposed to know that shit. But anyway, man, hey look, that's it with that. Hopefully, man, like I said, click the like button, man. Hit the subscribe button, man. Like let's keep this shit going, man. I fuck with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Be easy, man. Free game all day.